Hey everybody. Earlier I made a quick video on what I was working on um for March, right? So earlier I had on my February completed pages video, I said I was going to start the camel page from Imagine Morphia. That didn't work out because the temple lines in that page on top of the camel are so small, it makes it look like stripes, right? So the camera didn't like that. It was fuzzy. It just would not focus. So then I went to the mermaid from Doodle Invasion, and I uploaded a video of that explaining why that probably won't happen because the program I was using to upload the videos was giving me issues with that. So that's going to be finished off camera and also become part of a completed page video probably for the month of March out, because I'm pretty sure I'll finish both of those this month. Okay, so I wanted to get something on film today, really, because I want to color and I want to film something while I'm coloring. Anyway, so this is from Emmanuelle Colin, French illustrator. She has a couple of books out. The most popular are the Coloriage, I believe is the way it's pronounced, Wild coloring books. There's the first book and the second book. They each have 14 images, but 28 pages. So it's 14 images and they're doubled. You get the first set and then you get the second set. And her images, as you can see from this is not from the Coloriage books, but or Coleridge, or however you want to pronounce that. But this is her work. So the book is 5x7. It's hard to get in the States. You can get it from her Etsy. Well, you can't get it from her Etsy if you live in the States. It won't ship. The only place I've seen it so far right now is Amazon UK. I think they will ship it to the US, I'm pretty sure. But that might just be temporary because other people were saying they were having issues buying this book. So right now it told me it was available, and then I guess it wasn't available, and now it's available again. So you're gonna have to keep a lookout. And I'm sipping on tea right now, so you'll hear me smacking and whatever. But so let's get on with the coloring, because I'm like 3 minutes in and I haven't colored anything with all that explanation about craziness. All right, so I am of course using my Cra-Z-Art pencils, right? And we're going to do some skin tone. So I think this is the first time you all will see how I can get skin tone with my Cra-Z-Art pencils. And I'm going to make her a dark skinned little girl. And this is the first time I'm using this particular technique because I tried it with a different image. And I like the effect, but I did it differently. I'm just trying different things to see if I can get the effect that I want, because even though my last picture I did it didn't come out as good at the way I wanted it to do. I wanted it to come out. I'm getting tongue-tied, Lord. Tongue-tied tonight. Can't get my little piece of paper to write this down, but this is cappuccino. And like I said, I'm using Cra-Z-Art. So let me give me a decent tip on this real quick. And I'm in my room tonight, in my bedroom, at my desk, and not in the kitchen like I'm usually at. And I'm gonna put a shirt on her, so I'm not gonna cover. Um, I'm probably gonna cover this part. Probably do a short sleeve shirt, and then this area here will be a shirt. Okay, so we're doing going in with cappuccino, and I'm gonna give her. Wait a minute. Let me go in and let me pause. Okay, now I penciled in her shirt because I was about to forget where to put her shirt if I hadn't penciled that in. All right, and in the background, you all up will I'm watching Blade, so that is what you're hearing in the background. Blade, the first movie, which I like. I like that movie. What tripped me out about that movie, if you all have seen it, right? In the beginning, she's examining the body of, I think, I don't remember what his name was, but, his little lackey, right? Deacon's little lackey. When he gets, to the morgue or whatever. And he wakes up and he bites the doctor chick or the whatever her title is at the hospital. Right? He bites her and Blake comes and saves her and the police comes, right? So they start shooting. Now, how exactly were they supposed to save her? If you all have seen the movie, they just start shooting and then randomly, right? And then he throws her over to the next building over, and then he jumps over, and then he opens the door, and they have this cop come out with this huge gun that has these shooting out these bullets that is putting holes through this metal door. Now, how exactly were they supposed to save her if he's shooting like that, just back to back to back to back to back? He was gonna kill both of them. Cause there were no aim. It wasn't hitting the same spot. It was random. So I'm like, how were you even trying to save this woman? I just found that a weird part of the movie that he has a hostage and they're shooting like he was by himself with no regard for her life. I guess they were like, well, she's a casualty of war or something. But that is a really good movie. I think. I've been wanting another Blade movie, but I don't think it's ever gonna happen. He got out of jail and started making Expendables. He ended up being in Expendables, which is another good movie because I like Sylvester Stallone. He is a favorite action movie star in my book. So I'm a fan of those movies. As well. All right. And what you all will notice when I color, once I start making these videos more, is that I turn my page, I'll turn a book, however I need to get it to the point where I can color it better. That's what I do. So you'll see me moving this image around quite a bit. And this movie has, profanity in it, so, you know, there's that. I'm not gonna change the movie because I like the movie, and you know, I'm grown and it doesn't bother me. But if you're younger or you have an issue with profanity, hopefully you can't hear it that well. And if you do, then feel free to, you know, turn the volume down and just watch me color. Or if need be, go to another video with people who, put music or something on their videos. And the reason I've been wanting to put music on my videos, but another reason why I haven't is because I haven't been able to find music that I like. And it probably wouldn't be music that a lot of people like, but, you know, I want music that I like. And not that generic techno music or generic classical music or generic elevator music. Generic, what they consider urban music, like that doesn't sound like any rap music or urban music I've heard, but because the beat is a little bit off and the instruments used are off, but I guess they can call it that if they want. So this could have been just hair, right? This all coming through. But what I did was I'm gonna that looks like a break in the strand to me, which it was because you have her jawline right here. And I'm gonna say this is another break. It may not be, but I want it to be so that I can peek color through her to her skin. So that's why I'm putting brown in there. I do want it to look like her skin is peeking through those areas. It looks a little weird right now, but it'll come together. Excuse me. That's the coffee I've been drinking. And doing a light pencil work, I can erase this if I want, even though these pencils are not marketed as erasable. And some of these colors do not erase well, but if you do light enough, you can usually get most of the color to go away. And so what I'm doing basically right now is putting in contours, not even contours, but well, kind of contours and highlight, but it won't look like that when I'm done because it'll all end up blending together. But for me, this is the way I put it in, so it works for me. All right. I guess I'm going to keep on going and put in a little. Should I put in color? No, I think I'm not, because she looks young, so she would probably have baby fat, because see how round her cheeks are. She has little baby fat. Baby fat. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with my next dark color, and that for me, I believe, is going to be brown. And I'm going to do in that right there. And then I'll go back in and touch up her eyebrows and all that. But right now we are just going to focus on the skin. And this will probably be more than one part. It's March 5th, around 11 o'clock at night. I'm up coloring. But hey, that's what I like to do. Uh-oh. Well, I'll be back on the second part